Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to make bread using Pampered Chef's bread tubes. And these bread tubes have been long retired, so I'm taking it way back today because I know a lot of you guys have these in your kitchen or in your pantry, or maybe you have them in your basement or your attic. You bought them, don't know how to use them, or you forgot. I get so many requests for how to make bread in these, so I'm going to show you how to do that today. So I went ahead and made one loaf, and I'm going to show you how to do that with another empty bread tube and a fresh loaf of canned French bread. So let me show you what this is going to look like. I think I can probably handle this now. It was nice and hot when I took this out of the oven. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press this out. So this took about 50 minutes to bake in the oven at 375, and you'll see that we have a nice loaf of bread and it's shaped like a flower. So this is the flour tube, and I used one package of Pillsbury French bread. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how to get this ready to go in the oven, and then maybe that'll be cooled off enough that I can slice it and show you how easy it is to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your bread tube. I have a star, so I'm going to use the star for the next loaf. And I've got my kitchen spritzer, which just has regular vegetable oil in here. I'm going to pump some pressure into this bottle and spritz the inside and the lids of this bread tube. And you can, of course, make your bread from scratch. If you're a member of my recipe community, you can find the instructions for this and a from scratch recipe in the file section. If you're not a member of the group, I encourage you to go to theflipflopchef.com, click the button at the top of the page. It'll direct you to my recipe community. You can join the group and you'll have access to thousands of recipes, more than 50 free cookbooks, and also quite a few other files that are awesome as well. So when you're done with the kitchen spritzer, you want to burp it, let all the air out so that it doesn't clog up, and it will work for years if you do that. So make sure you're not letting it clog up, and then clean it every maybe 3 or 4 times that you fill it, and you'll be good to go. For the star bread tube, or any shape, we had heart, we had a square. I have the flower and the star. I have 2 stars actually. I found these at Goodwill. Years ago I had these and got rid of them when I moved, and I saw them at Goodwill and decided to grab them up. So this is Pillsbury French bread. They used to come in a long skinny tube, which actually was better for these bread tubes. I think they have the same, they're the same ounces, so the same amount. It just comes in a more fat roll. And the only thing about that is you get a little bit shorter loaf of bread with the shorter loaf that you're going to get. I have tried to like kind of stretch it out, but it still compresses down more than it used to when you have that longer tube. So you're going to just pop this in there and put the lid on this, and you're going to put this in your oven upright just like this. So you want to make sure that your racks have been moved out of the way so that you can put this in standing straight up. I don't put it on another pan or anything. I literally just put it right on the rack and put it in there for about 50 minutes. Let it cook, and when it's done, let it cool in the tube for about 10 minutes or so. And then you're going to want to let it cool completely before you before you slice it. But I'm going to go ahead and try to slice this one while it's still warm and show you guys what this looks like. And so I've got Pampered Chef's bread knife here. Look at this, how pretty is that? So the end is a little bit off, but you can kind of, if you wanted to peel those pieces off, you could do that. So we're going to slice these into slices, and you could make cute little tea sandwiches with these if you wanted to, or you can just put butter on them and eat them just as they are. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with the bread that you bake in here, and there are some other recipes that you can make with these bread tubes. So be sure to go to theflipflopchef.com, click the button at the top of the page to join my recipe community. When you have access to that, then you'll have the file section there, and these are called Valtrumpia bread tubes. So if you don't have these and you want them, you might be able to find them at Goodwill. I see them there quite often actually. I'm hoping I'll find a heart again, because I had one of those years ago and got rid of it and wish that I had not. But after this many years with Pampered Chef, I've had everything that they've sold for almost 25 years, and sometimes you just have to let go of a few things to make room for more. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, seeing how to make it and seeing the finished product. So if you have any questions or if you'd like to shop, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love the opportunity to be your consultant. And I have more videos coming, so just stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.